You guys like jigs? Like jigs. Jigs are pretty great. They catch fish. They're a ton of fun to fish. I think you're gonna like the jigs that we're gonna talk about today. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to BurlyFishing. Today, we're doing an unboxing of a company we recently started working with out of the Midwest. That is Super K Jigs. They were based out of Wisconsin, run by a couple cool guys, Kelly and Corey. Kelly actually hand ties and makes all these jigs straight up in a workshop, custom. And I don't think you're gonna believe how good they look. We're gonna get to that here in a second. Before we do, if this is your first time stopping by the channel and you like the content, you wanna see more unboxings, gear reviews, tackle reviews, and fishing videos, we do that all here. So consider subscribing to the channel, smash a like on this video, ring that notification bell, and hey, come hang out with me every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Me and my buddy Paul, we talk fishing stuff on our live podcast right here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you guys at the next one. All right, let's get into this. Let me paint a picture for you guys real quick. Let's say, hypothetically, you've been using a jig company's jigs for a little while because they come in the Monster Bass box. These guys were. You like them, you think they're pretty neat, and then you go fishing with a buddy of yours who's on the Monster Bass team in Wisconsin. We do some ice fishing, and the guy that runs the company shows up with a box of jigs. You're gonna be like, get out of town. No, you're gonna be like, sweet, let me try these jigs out. So that's exactly how this story went. Kelly showed up, we were ice fishing on the Mississippi. You guys will see the content, or you already have. Hopefully you liked it if you did. We were throwing down content, doing all sorts of stuff, so we didn't get a lot of time to talk to him, but he was nice enough to bring all these jigs to me in person, which was really cool. Really levels up the experience, and we're gonna be working with these guys for a little bit. We might even get our own custom jigs through them. Burly jigs? I don't know, might happen. But I want to show you guys some of these jigs today just to showcase them off a little bit. They're gonna be updating their packaging. They might even send us a nice little display for the wall here, so stay tuned. I think you're gonna like it. And as I've said, I've already used these jigs because they've been coming in Monster Bass over the past year. And I've been a fan, so I was like, why? Of course I'll work with you. I like these jigs, and you guys know this, you've seen me fish. I lose jigs a lot, so send me more. Unlimited jigs. Duh, sign me up. All right. So, hey, let's start off the top. I want to show you guys some of their spinner baits, right? So right here, they've got mustad hooks on them. Nice looking spinner bait. I opted for some nice Midwesty colors that work for me. So we got some fire tigers in here. We've got straight white because it crushes. This one's called the Tiger Bomb. It is 1/2 ounce. I'll show you a few things that I love about this. One, extra long skirt. You can trim or add your trailer hook here, which is what I do, and throw on an extra plastic, and this skirt's gonna go right over that. So hand-tied skirt, check it out. See right there, look at that. Hand-tied skirt. That is not coming off anytime soon, my friends. Got your little bait keeper molded into there. Nice stout mustad hook. Look at the jig head design. I think that's pretty fantastic. Nice red eyes on it. Obviously we went with that Tiger Bomb, so we got fire tiger colors to it. Big Colorado blade right there. Big gold willow leaf blade up there. Even got this nice little red bead spacer. I like that. Wire bend is fantastic. Dude, this is a money spinner. This thing it's hot. It's popping. Check this next color. This one's in white. 3/8 of an ounce. I go a little bit lighter with my light colors. I like to fish deeper with the dark colors. You guys do the same? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But usually I'm burning like these lighter colors, and I have good luck that way. So here we have the white, 3/8 of an ounce, a little smaller jig head, same nice design to it. Nice little skirt on there. Shorter skirt on this one. I like that. This one is hand tied and spaced with a band, which gives it this nice little double up effect there, which I think looks really good. Throw a little white plastic on there, you're gonna be in business. And then we opted for the gold and silver willow leaf blades on that. Got another 3/8 ounce here. This one is Shimmer Fish, it's called. Check this one out. So another super long skirt. Again, you can just trim it if you don't like that, but it gives you the option, or I like to throw that trailer hook behind here. Fantastic jig head, double willow blade, silver and gold. I like the two-tone colors personally. Maybe that's just me. This one's got a little metal spacer to it. I think that white one did too, so that's gonna give it a little different spin as well. But yeah, man, just fantastic looking spinnerbaits. I love throwing spinnerbaits. I don't know about you guys, but One of my favorite things to do. Then we get into all the jigs. Oh boy, oh heckin' boy. You guys know this had to happen. You know me. I said, send me all the Ned jigs you got. All of them. So we got a whole bunch right here. Whole bunch. So let's go through. I did ask for like some odd colors. Oh, here they are. When Kelly first contacted me, I said, hey man, just send me like whatever you think I'm gonna like. Just send me a whole bunch. So we got is a nice variety here. I like these jigs a lot because that rounded head. This is more of the classic finesse Ned rig style with that mushroom headed jig that is rounded because it clears rocks and cover a bit better, even with like the open hook to it. This just does a little bit better. It also stands up just fine on the bottom, so it's still performing the same action that you want out of your Ned rig. So it's kind of a win-win. They got your molded bait keeper hook right there, so your plastics are gonna stay on nice and easy. I think they're well weighted. I would say it's doing its job even on the palm of my hand, so that's pretty sweet. And that rounded head, it's also gonna give you a little bit of a rocking action. So if you got any current, winds, you know, water's moving, it's not dead still usually. You're on that uneven bottom and current comes through, your Ned rig's kind of doing this and fish are just going like, yo, and then they key in on it, right? So got a whole bunch of green pumpkin ones of those. Then he sent me these, which I am in love with. I told him to get me some purple too, so we might get some purple coming up soon. But check this out. These are pretty light. These are a little bit lighter. They're like an 1/8 of an ounce, maybe a 1/16. But it's bright orange, just highlighter orange. Said the next one you got to get, man, I need some purples and I need some chartreuses, but the orange is straight fire. Smallmouth will definitely key in on this. It's fantastic. And that's like, for me personally, I think that you're gonna see some jigs here that'll be good countrywide. But for me personally, these guys are in Wisconsin and we're in Michigan, which is America's high five, obviously, but we're right next to each other. It's just one big fat lake in between us, Lake Michigan. But they fish, you know, similar species to me, similar waters. It's like a lot of similar situations. So I can kind of trust what they're using and building and making over there to work for me as well. Then he sent me a couple 1/4 ounce jigs as well. It's a little bit bigger head, bigger body, and these ones come in brown, but still great option. Darker, deeper waters. Yo, check these out. So I got 3 colors of shaky heads, blue, black, and green pumpkin, of course. These are an 1/8 of an ounce. These blue ones are. Got a couple different weights I'll show you guys. To reorganize all my friggin' tackle now. Check it out. Ball head, shaky head in blue. That blue is a sweet color. Nice setup, nice hooks. Gonna be fun to fish those for sure. Here we go. These greens are a 1/4 ounce. Bigger ball head to it. And I mean, like, it's a ball head. It's still gonna stand up just like you guys saw with those Ned rigs, but now it's gonna add like a little bit more of a rocking action to it versus those super flat bottom shaky heads that you guys can see with some other brands. Both, you know, great options, maybe different presentations, you know, kind of depends on what day you're fishing, but I like these a lot. Then we got some black ones there as well, which also look really good. Those are 3/16 of an ounce. So a couple different weights to throw, a couple different colors. Then we got these bad boys, little Swimbaits. If you guys have been watching my unboxing videos from like Tackle Warehouse and stuff, you guys are gonna see a lot of swimbait fishing this year. It's gonna happen. Hard and plastic baits. If we're doing just that open hook presentation, there you go. That is not a bad looking setup. Custom paint on the jig head there, nice red eyes, big long hook shank. So I can throw on basically as big a plastic as I want and still get hooked up, baby. Send me a couple different weights. So I got 3/16 and 3/8 of an ounce. So a couple different things to roll around. I'm gonna explain this to you guys real quick because I had him explain it to me. So they make a bait that is essentially a chatterbait, but it's not called a chatterbait, it's called a clackin. So all we gotta do is we gotta slide that blade up into the top of the jig section here. And then it's really, there's no chance of this coming out, but you can also go back in with pliers and pinch this down. Now, this is gonna be a great performing chatterbait. Still gonna do just fine. I'm excited to go try it out actually, especially with a little brush guard there. I think it's gonna be interesting. Added action. Love the color, love the whole setup. The reason it is this way, that it is set up this way, is because chatterbait is patented. It's trademarked. Like, you can't just make a chatterbait as a bait company. you have to pay, seemingly I would assume it's like Z-Man, that you have to pay in order to make a chatterbait. Or you call it something else. This is a clackin, and you have to assemble it yourself. So that is just a requirement. It was super easy to do. I just did it while filming this. It took me 5 seconds. And now all you do is you tie right up to this section here, and you run it like a normal chatterbait. So we ended up getting a few of those. So that one's kind of like a gill pattern to it. Next one I'm gonna rig up, we've got a chartreuse white, which is like one of my other favorite colors to throw with chatterbaits. So here, I'll show you how we rig it, right? When you get this out of the bag, you got your jig, you got your blade. You take your blade, you're gonna slide it into here with this line tie facing out from the hook, away from the hook, right? So you just take the blade, you push it right up in here, and there's a little hole right there. You just slide it up over that hole, and we're in. It took me literally 0 seconds to do that. So all you gotta do, Kelly suggested, is you just come back in with some pliers, and then we're just gonna go, get my skirt out of the way, and we're gonna pinch this thing closed. So with that now pinched down, unless somehow this blade like lays completely flat, yeah, no, not even then. Like it won't come out now. So pinch it down just a little bit, won't damage the jig at all, and now you've got a chatterbait essentially. Again, these are all hand tied as well, so you got your skirt there, tied up right there. So that skirt is not just falling off. Solid, solid. Here's another one. This one is called DC Perch. Check it out. Chartreuse and orange highlights there. That's pretty fantastic. Once again, I'm gonna slide my blade up. Oh, look, so easy. Pinch them all down now so I can like go fish these things tomorrow. There's ice, but one day there won't be. Making some clackins. So many clackins. All right, so those are the 3 clackins that we got. Now we got a bunch of swim jigs. So first one up is in P Gill, AKA purple gill. Some purple mixed in with some bluegill colors there. Nice jig head shape, tapered body. You know, it's gonna fish through stuff. It's hand tied. It's got a wire bait keeper in there too, so that's gonna make it easy to keep your plastics on. I like that. I like this color a lot. This is called Magic Craw. Green pumpkin, a nice fluorescent like blue highlight with a bit of purple in there too, obviously. Nice green eyes on it. Love it. Great color. Love me some swim jigs too, so these are all fantastic. This one is called Antique Shad, like whites and blues to it, a little glacier-y kind of color with a white brush guard too. And then we got June Bug. You guys are gonna not believe the amount of purple that shows up on this channel this year. We got a little purple, little green eyes to it. Looks fantastic. And finally, last one we got here to try out. Tons and tons of jigs here to try out now. This one I can try out sooner rather than later. It's a finesse jig. Color is Killer Craw. Football head jig. Spider skirt, right? Flaring out the top. Hand tied again. Chartreuse, brown, red. Look at the tips here, even chartreuse. That looks good. Got our wire bait keeper hook back there too. A nice brush guard as well in green pumpkin. Yo, there we go. That's a ton of jigs. These are all custom made by Kelly over there at Super K Jigs, man. So I gotta say thanks to Kelly and Corey for hooking me up with all these jigs. I think Kelly does a great job. I think you guys should go check them out. And if you do, because we're working with them now, I can get you guys a discount code. So use code BURLY15, BURLY15, all caps by the way, on the website. So go to superkjigs.com, check them out. If you like them, if you want to get some, use that code. Helps us out at the channel actually. We get a little tiny kickback on that, but most importantly, you get 15% off. So I was literally just editing the video for the Super K Jigs unboxing, and what shows up on my doorstep? Friggin' more jigs. So here's just an example of how cool this company has been with me so far. They're awesome. These are some brand new jigs. I just talked to Kelly that are dropping this week. In fact, if you guys want to order these after I show you them, they're going to be available this weekend. And if you order them this weekend, it's free shipping all weekend from Super K Jigs. So consider checking them out for that at the very least. And we got some dope colors here. So we've got 2 different types of flipping jigs. One is called the Seahorse, and I'll show you that in a second. And then the other one is called the Sparlock. I don't know how they came up with these names, but there's some subtle differences here. I'm going to show you just, I've got 4 colors each here, so I'm going to unbox them real quick. Hang on. Send me all these seahorses in 1/2 ounce and all the Sparlocks in 3/8 of an ounce. So we got some different weights there to fish. Okay, so first off, let me show you these seahorses. So the seahorse is a flipping jig, but it's a tapered head flipping jig, which to me makes it more of a hybrid. Means I can flip it, but I can also pull it through cover pretty easily. It's got a nice brush guard there. These are all made with those 4/0 Mustad Ultra Point hooks, so they sharp. And this is just this color is called Dark Side. This is a sweet color, a little fluorescent blues in there, some regular black and blue, that darker color in there as well, with a black jig head. Love that. We've got a few other colors here. This one's called Rusty, like that brown, a little bit of red, dark red in there. We got Blood Melon. Look at that, the red flake right up on the jig head there into the green pumpkin and red skirt. We got Camouflage, so a little camouflagey kind of color, green pumpkins, browns, and then that like gold in there in that skirt. Then we got another awesome color here. This one was one of my favorites, called Cosmic. So purple, some black and blue in that skirt as well. That just looks... So the other one we got is called the Sparlock, and what makes this one sweet, it's got like that typical flip and jig head style, right? So kind of a flatter bottom, wider presentation there, so it's gonna knock around and cover pretty well. Same 4/0 Ultra Point here, but this one has a screw lock on it, which I like to see a lot. I love when companies use these. So that's really cool. A little bit of a shorter hook shank as well, but if we're using, just craw, chunk plastics, and then we push it up through this screw lock, that plastic is going to last much longer than just with the regular wire hook keepers. So that is cool to see. So that was the Cosmic again. Here's the Rusty. Love the design of these. Got that Camouflage as well. Blood Melon, I can tell, is going to be another color I throw a lot. Loving that with the red mixed in. And then, of course, good old Dark Side. Look at the flash, the flake that they mixed in with this skirt. That is just extra shiny, extra hot. Cool. So like I said, I'm currently editing this video, but I decided, yeah, I should probably unbox these as well. So these are all new jigs. They're going to hit their site. So again, go to superkjigs.com. Check out the Sparlock or the Seahorse this weekend when those drop. And again, it's free shipping this weekend. So if you want to pick them up, make sure you use our code BURLY15, BURLY15, and get yourself some friggin' jigs and go jack some jaws, people. Let's do this. Back to my outro. If you guys want to see some custom jigs, hang around. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Smash the like on this video, ring that notification bell so you can see when we drop more content, and then come hang out with me Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern for a live podcast. I want to see you there and I want to talk to you in chat. Thanks for watching, guys. You've been awesome. We'll see you next time.